What's up, everybody? We're back with another live edition of the Ad Podcast, today at FounderMade in West Hollywood. And we have Jonathan Snow. So Jonathan, thanks so much for coming on the show, man.
Of course, thanks for having me.
But what do you think about the show so far? You learned anything interesting?
Yeah, it's a great event, panels, talking about innovation in marketing, AI, how it's impacting everything in the digital world. So exciting things going on, and yeah, it's great to be out here with everyone.
I love it. How'd you think your panel went?
I think it went well. I mean, everyone's like, AI is the hot topic nowadays. So like our panel was all about AI and how is it impacting marketing strategies, measurement of performance on the ad platforms, influencer content iterated with AI, rolling out UGC at scale. So a lot of interesting things going on.
Yeah, I thought Shira had a lot of hot takes. She seemed to be kind of like the content creator in the room that was advocating on behalf of like all the copyright issues and some of the dark side of AI. Anything she say strike a chord with you as a brand builder?
She was pretty anti-AI. I'm very much, I'm Chief Innovation Officer at FounderMade, so totally opposite ends of the spectrum. We inject AI and tech into everything that we do right now, so I really don't think there should be any concerns about AI. You really have to adapt or get left behind, especially in this world where everything's changing so fast. As long as you're doing everything ethically, you're checking with your legal team to make sure everything's buttoned up. And whenever you are creating content that you used AI in it, you have to make sure you just tell the platforms, label it as content created with AI, and you shouldn't have any issues.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, it's just so powerful from the perspective of content creation and content generation. You know, you talked a little bit about some of the things that are coming down the pipeline with like, an influencer can basically read a script and then you can do 20,000 versions of the ad. Like, it's getting crazy. Like, what's some of the raddest things you've seen coming down the pipeline?
Yes, I mean, that's what's most interesting to me right now. So a large part of what we do at Avenue Z is we run performance media on Meta and TikTok. We know UGC is the type of content that performs the best. So just being able to have influencers shoot content, but then being able to test different things at scale with that influencer's likeness is paramount. So imagine we send out product to an influencer now, she films a quick video, we wanna, let's say that video didn't perform great. In a normal world, you'd have to have her reshoot it, and then maybe it'll take another week or 2 weeks, and then it probably isn't good again, and you have to tell them to redo it. So it's really a clunky process. With AI, if they just give you the rights to their likeness, you can change the hook, you can change the content that they're saying. So let's say, the first video didn't perform well and you want to change the concept of that second video, they don't have to reshoot it. You can just tell AI what to replace and you'll get new AI content, and be able to do that at scale is tremendous.
Yeah, that's crazy. A hot topic like from a year ago was personalization and the idea that like every ad was going to speak to the individual. And like they could kind of do that by just finding a billion traits about you through social listening. So I'm getting ads for surfers in California and San Diego, and you're probably getting ads for like, a guy that lives in Miami, maybe, I don't know what the context of that would look like. But they weren't really personalized. They were just taking a lot of data points and spitting out a bunch of different creative and trying to talk to specific audiences. But with AI, I do feel like we're getting close to where like every ad can be individualized and speak directly to an individual. Like, have you seen anything that's getting that close yet?
Yeah, so the issue with that, I mean, it's conceptually, it makes a ton of sense. The only problem there is the actual algorithms on ad platforms serving a creative to an audience of one is literally not possible. The CPMs would be infinite. Like, it would be bidding $1 million to reach an individual with a different creative that's like super personalized to them. But where it gets really interesting, and I mentioned this in the panel today, was having AI use the funnel to personalize the messaging based on like who the user is. So if they've been on your website before, they might see something different than someone that's never been on your website before, versus someone that's returning for a second or a third purchase. You might want to show them a product that's different or another one that's the same, but you can personalize funnels rather than personalizing the creative. So it's really after the click from the ad platform, that's where the whole world of personalization becomes endless possibilities.
Wow. So a lot of that has to do with like sequential content sequencing, right?
Exactly.
So I've seen a hero piece, now I'm getting lower in the funnel, I'm starting to see educational stuff. Okay, now I'm a customer, I'm seeing a whole different set of ads. Now I purchase a certain thing, so my ad changes. So kind of user behavior starts to dictate your content stream and how you interact with brands.
Yeah, exactly. And it's really not just on the ad platform, but also on just like the landing page experience on the website. So like if I'm a user and I purchased from a brand, if I purchased from Nike, Nike has first-party data on me. They know that my user identity online, my IP address, and all the other data points they have, email, SMS, whatever else. when I come back to their website, they will know if I'm a returning visitor or not. And being able to customize that experience on the website and the purchase journey is really where I think is going to scale in 2025. I think we'll start seeing a lot of that.
That's crazy. So let's take a step back. How'd you get into this?
That's a long story. I hope you have an hour. I got into it. I'm actually an orthodontist by trade.
No way. Get out of here.
I'm an orthodontist by trade. So when I was a dentist in the Air Force, I was stationed in the middle of nowhere in Louisiana. Didn't know anything about marketing at the time. I had like my own personal Instagram page. It was like 2013 or 2014. My brother was building these large Instagram pages. So @Rap on Instagram is his page. He grew from 0 to now they have, I think, like over 20 million followers across.
He still has it? He never sold out?
Has it.
Wow.
No, never sold it. And he was launching like @Reggaeton and @Controller for gamers. So like he's building all these like big niche pages on Instagram very early on. And he had the idea, I have these massive followings, but I can monetize it by placing ads on my pages, right? So like that's where he started getting to like 24-hour posts, X amount of dollars, and then brands would pay him for placements. And he realized there were other large pages out there that weren't monetizing their pages properly. So he came to me with the idea to build an affiliate marketing platform for Instagram influencers or other large Instagram pages that we could essentially facilitate all these e-commerce offers on those pages. So I built that platform out with him on the side. After work, I would get home at like 3 p.m. in the middle of nowhere, Louisiana, and was playing around with influencer marketing and figuring out offers and CPA offers and everything like that for these Instagram influencers. Did really well. Started launching our own e-commerce brands. Then we got into paid media, email marketing, started building a team, launched a whole warehouse. We were fulfilling thousands of orders a day of our own product. And then moved back to the Northeast, did a 3-year orthodontic residency program. During that time, developed a really big reputation. We were doing around 100 million a year in revenue across all of our brands. From that point on, brands wanted us to run their marketing using our team that we built in-house to do our own marketing. So I started taking on clients, transitioned into an agency once we sold our final brand. And my last day of practicing as a dentist was March 2020, when we all know what happened, COVID hit. And so it was time to step away from dentistry. It was like the perfect time. Never treated a patient since COVID.
Wow.
Moved down to Miami, and the rest is history.
Let's go. Do you miss being a dentist at all?
I don't. No. So that felt like work. Showing up every day, treating 100 patients a day, dealing with all the ups and downs of dealing with people in the chairs. Much different than like building an agency, e-commerce. It feels like a video game. It feels like a hobby to me.
I love it. Way better than being knuckles deep in a bunch of molars, right?
Yeah, exactly. Not fun.
That's awesome. So you guys don't build your own brands anymore. You help build others.
Yeah. So
That's awesome.
We transitioned 2019. We sold our last brand, and we already had a bunch of clients at the agency at that point. So we just pivoted full time, stuck to the agency side of things. We actually sold our agency February 2023. So
nice.
almost
Congrats.
2 years ago.
Let's go.
And Avenue Z acquired us. And that's where I'm Chief Innovation Officer right now.
Oh, very cool. So Avenue Z is like a holding company for AdTech, MarTech, or?
Yeah, so Avenue Z is a media and technology company that acquired the Snow Agency, which was like performance marketing for e-commerce brands. Then when Avenue Z acquired SEO agency and then also a PR agency. Okay. We're looking to roll up more agencies to build a best-in-class.
Well, if you're out there, if you're an agency owner and you want to get in the biz dev pipeline, feel free to slide into the DMs if you got something interesting for the team to take a look at. All right, so are you staying for tomorrow for the event in Santa Monica as well, or are you just hanging out today?
I will be there.
Let's go. Awesome, man. Any content either for the rest of the day here in West Hollywood or tomorrow in Santa Monica that you're looking forward to seeing?
I mean, everything. I just love meeting with different brand owners, hearing what's working for them, hearing what their problems are, talking about solutions, and just networking with everyone out there. So it's always learning, from everyone, and I love doing thought leadership and everything like that. So yeah, getting out to the Innovation Summit, see what new trendy products are out there. Going to go check in on a client's HQ tomorrow in Anaheim, so I'm looking forward to that as well.
Nice. No Disneyland trip?
No Disneyland trip, but I am going to Napa Valley tomorrow night
there we
for a
go.
few nights, so I'm going to have some fun at the vineyards.
Let's go. Well, I am the fractional CMO of a wine brand called Los Cuernos, so make sure you send me your address so I can get some in the mail for you.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Any category that you've never worked in where you'd love to have a client?
We want to get more into like the direct-to-consumer healthcare.
So
everyone, knows about like HIMS and direct-to-consumer like pharmacies. Essentially, I think that's going to be a new trend going forward. We have a couple clients in that space. It's exciting. Really, the main issue there is HIPAA compliance and sending back the right data from your server back to the ad platforms.
You don't want to be like those guys that were sending Ritalin all over the country, right?
Yeah, Exactly. So yeah, some brands like I think it was GoodRx got in a lot of hot water with HIPAA lack of compliance. So working through some problems on the back end there to try to augment that and build a solution for healthcare brands.
Awesome, man. Well, thanks so much for coming on the show today. If people want to get in touch or find out more about the shop, where do you want to point them?
Yeah, I mean, AvenueZ.com is our domain, but follow me on LinkedIn, on Twitter. I post daily insights across what we're seeing, working across all channels. I also have my own newsletter, In the Snow newsletter, bi-weekly insights. It's a nice roundup of all my social content and what's interesting to me.
Awesome. Thanks so much. Well, everybody listening at home, keep tuning in, and we will be bringing you more 10-minute interviews all week from FounderMade. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Dylan.